here again. Welcome back to FTB Resurrection on the Utopia Cube server. I've not been on for a few days, have not done much. I'm slightly demotivated with the pack at the minute because of this 1.0.1 version we're on. I was hoping that a 1.0.2 would come a bit quicker. I don't want to ever go to mod dev because I know mod devs all work very hard and they spend a lot of their own time putting packs together for us the players to play with. So I appreciate what every mod dev does, but I think in this case, this 1.0.1 was a little rushed out the door, and the issues it's causing is making me not really motivated to record. But I'm going to do an episode. I'm going to talk to you what I've done. I've done some stuff, but I've done it off camera because, like I say, I'm not being that into it. So the first bit of this episode, I'm going to be talking what I've done. First thing, what I've done is I've got my first. Rorex and Nicholas are trying to sort out a issue we've got at the minute. There's some sub-networking problems going on, but I'm leaving them to it because I think too many cooks might spoil the broth, so I don't want to stick my nose in. I've got my first octuple, yay! So octuple compressed cobblestone, wonderful. What I can do with this is I can smelt it into a block of bedrockium, so we'll do that. That's going to go into the infernal furnace there. And get spat back out, wonderful. And there we go, one block of bedrockium, which I can now turn into 9 bedrockium ingots. How cool is that? And oh, it's too heavy for me. It's breaking my legs. Oh, it's too heavy. There we go. So that's going to go in there for now with them because we already had some. Nicholas has got his octuple compressed a few days ago, so he passed on the ingots to me for making power. So let me show you. Yeah, let me start by. Now we've got that. Put that in there. We'll make something with that in a bit. But we've got enough for 2 drums or some more generators there. So we shall be making something with that very shortly. We kept running out of power because my power system was not really robust enough. So what's happened is we have upgraded to. Now we're on 4 survivalist generators. Each one of these puts out 320 hour of tick. So we've got a total of 1280 hour for tick running on the boat now, which is nice. It's also freed this space up, so we can have 3 more banks of them around there. So I'm going to get on with making a second bank of them now. Actually, what I can do is if I grab 2 stacks of iron, there we go, and turn that 2 stacks of iron into iron nuggets, I can show you something else that I've made. So 2 stacks of iron nuggets can all go into there. Should all fit. Yep. So 2 stacks of iron nuggets are going to fit into there, and what they're going to do is give me 2 stacks of steel nuggets, which you see I've already got here. I've got 2 stacks from the last lot I put in, which we then can combine back into steel, like so. And there we go, free steel. So let me show you what's going on here. Because of the update, one of the things that's awesome in the update that's coming is we have got the auto chisel, very nice, and I've upgraded this with the speed upgrade, automation upgrade, and the stack upgrade. So what I've got in here is I have got this set to auto chisel normal stone into chiseled stone bricks. So you can see there we have our normal stone feed into here from the ignis extruder back at my village. Yeah, so that's getting fed from the shared resource chest into the auto chisel. The auto chisel set to chisel stone bricks, so that's changing them into chisel stone bricks, which is feeding chisel stone bricks into here, which of course I've got the order on that we need to turn the iron into steel. So basically we've got free conversion from iron to steel there. So that's kind of nice. So I've been changing some iron into steel, ready for making more engines, more survivalist generators. Because if we look at them again, if I can spell survival, so oops. If we look at them, each one of them needs a steel plate in the middle. So each one of these takes a stack of them. So what's going to happen here is I'm going to have enough for 4 stacks. So I'm going to have enough for 4 more engines. So what I need to do with them now is put them in there, turn them steel ingots into steel plates, and that'll give me enough. And 2 stacks will give me enough for 2 of the advanced generators. And then 2 more in there. I'll give me for 2 more. So we're to get another bank of there, which will put us up to 2,000, which is nice. The second issue with the power was that it was too much for my little setup that was creating charcoal. So brought this over here. Nicholas made me a upgraded redstone furnace. Thank you, Nicholas. With the power upgrades in, it's using 20 hour for tick with none in. It uses 60 if you put 1 in, 160 hour for tick if you put 2 in, 400 hour for tick if you put 3 in. So 400 hour for tick is more than one of them things creates, but it would create charcoal really quick. It also create quicker than what my little tree farm can handle. So we've come off that for the main power for the boat. Now what we're actually using is Rorax's tree farm, which is back at airbase, and it's a full-size MFR tree farm, and it feeds birch. I think it's birch. Yeah, feeds birch into all these iron furnaces, which are creating all this charcoal. So that's creating Rorax's steam for it. It's also creating the charcoal for the RF power for the base, for the tanker. Well, there's a base in it. So that is where the charcoal from this is coming from now. Under here I've got that matching ender chest from there. So that means my my little charcoal production is now spare. It's not really needed. So what I think I'm probably going to do is I will take down the spruce farm. I'm going to keep the rubber tree farm because this can use this filter set for either the rubber wood or the spruce. It's using the spruce at the minute. I could actually change that for the rubber. Let's use the rubber wood first. And of course it also creates a raw rubber which gets turned into rubber bars for the auto repairing over here, because this uses rubber of course for getting us the instrumentum. So I still need the rubber tree farm, but I can have the rubber tree farm could be really little, to be honest, because that always keeps up. I could just have a real little tree farm in here and get rid of them 2 farms from my village and bring them to the base here. So yeah, that's quicker than this. Remember, this was running on a vanilla furnace, so now that's quicker on that than a vanilla furnace. So that was kind of keeping up with 1 speed upgrading, but then Rorax kindly offered to let me use their wood supply anyway, so that's all good. So yeah, this is gradually getting quicker. As you see, these have all got 64s in. I can't actually see the bottom one, but I think that the one in the middle at the bottom there is the one that's not. Yeah, I can take that out. Shouldn't be an issue. That one, that's full as well, so it's not keeping up. Okay, what I need to do then is I need to get more speed into here now, don't I? That is not creating quick enough. So let me make another few weld upgrades. Should be able to auto craft these. I added it to the thing. Let's just have another 8 in there for now, and we should have some speed upgrades in here as well. 17. We'll have them. We'll have them. So what I need to do is start making this quicker so that it can keep up with that. So that's the rationing pipe. We should put stacks at a time into these. So all these should be getting more stuff in. Let's add that up to 10 as well. So we should start seeing bigger stacks coming into here now. What we actually want is we want it to be using this slightly quicker than it's coming in, and as you can see it is now. So we've sped that up a bit. So what you should see is this speeding up, which in turn might need that one speeding up, and so on. Well, that was certainly back stuff, wasn't it? And now you can see it's going down. So this is now going quicker than this, which is good. Cool. And I'll make some more speed upgrades to replace the ones that I've just used out of there, because I've got loads of gold still from the auto processing that's happening with this. Right, cool. The next thing I did was I like that auto chisel. Very nice, isn't it? That's diamond chisel, by the way. Just got a lot more durability. Just sticking a diamond. Very nice. Yeah. Next thing I did was, as I said I was going to do, I added. Now I can make the basic gates, because one thing that the 1.0.1 update did bring is that the assembly table works properly, so thank you for that. So I can make the basic gates and the red pipe wire, which you also need the red pipe wire to make the basic gates, of course. Our basic gate there uses... It's not showing me in any eye, is it? Okay. Well, it's not showing me in any eye, but the basic gate uses a redstone chipset, and a pipe wire. So one of them guys, which is showing it in there, but it's not showing it in the assembly table. Okay, that's odd. So yeah, it uses one of them redstone chipsets and a pipe wire. You make a gate. So what I've got here is I've got a gate just set to, if the tank's full, so if that barrel's full of mob essence, then put out a red pipe signal. So that's putting out a red pipe signal, and these are all set to, if receiving a red pipe signal, put out a redstone signal, which means the lights are on. So that whenever we turn the mob spawners on, that uses mob essence, and that means that turns off, so the K-Staff spawner comes on, which fills the mob essence back up. That doesn't run much at the minute. Once I've got a bedrockium drum under there, we can fill that up. We can run things a lot quicker. But yeah, that's ongoing. Right, now onto bees. As you can see, I have done a bit with the bees. I've gone, sorry about that, clearing my throat there. I've just been for a run for the first time in a month because it's been too cold and I am a bit shagged. Right, what have I done with this since last saw me then? So, what did we have? I've made a couple more apiaries. Now what I've decided to do, these three are my breeding apiaries. So these are connected for power, but not connected for exporting materials. So these three, they've got lifespan upgrades in because I want the bees to die quick in these. And I've been putting power upgrades in as I need them and stuff. But there's them three breeding ones. These down here are all going to be production ones. Now one thing I have got since you last saw me is a lapis bee, which is really cool. And the lapis bee uses rock as its flower, which this counts as rock I think, so I can get rid of the flower soon because I'm going to make them all into rock as well. So I don't actually need this flower, I can put another apiary there. So we've got extra bees in, added with a 1.0.1 update, which is also something that is very good. So that let me go on a bit of a mission in the overworld. There's a conglomerate's base there, very cool. Space station with a shuttle, and they've also built a shuttle on the overworld, which is how you get to it. Very nice. It's kind of a similar idea to what we're going to do with the boats to get to this boat. They've done it before us, so they're on it. So I went right over there, new generated chunks, found some watery hives in the water there, and I went mining into the caves and found some rocky hives. So all the good stuff we've got to now, from extra bees adds 4 more hives. It adds extra halves, silly boy. It adds water, rocky, nether, and marble. Now, all the ones I was really interested in was water and rock, so I've got them. That gives us rocky bees and water bees, and from that I'll show you in a minute what we managed to do. I think last time you saw me I'd already had the secluded queen, which gives me the quartz, so we're getting quartz from that. This is getting sent straight to the AE network now via that ender chest. So that's why there's nothing in there. Same with the glowstone there. That was about 112 stacks until I put it into the A system. And same with the lapis. That was also over 64 stacks already. That's what I've been going since yesterday. So when you last saw me, we had the secluded, which is giving us the quartz. We had the imperial, which is giving us the honeydew and the royal jelly. And we had the third one here is a demonic, which is giving us the glowstone, the phosphor, and the refractory wax. Now, I've got that set just to dump to void after that much. This Nicholas is kindly setting us up a lava source with this. So this phosphor stuff, you can use it with sand in a squeezer. There we go. And get 2 buckets of lava for 2 phosphors. So we've got a nice big lava source there to use for power. So Nicholas is setting that up in the shared bay, which is bay 1. So we've got backup. Well, not even backup. We could use that as a also main power source, because that at the minute hasn't even got the production upgrades in. Now with the lapis bee, I have put the production upgrades in because I wanted lapis quick. Because of course I've been needing lapis to get this sped up, so we can get these sped up, so we can make things like the power and the bedrockium drums. So that's now too quick for that. So that's all backed up. That should be going quick as it can. Oh yeah, I need more upgrades in here now. Look. So I tell you what, I'm going to cut camera, so make some more speed upgrades with the redstone and the gold I've got, and try and get that balanced out a little bit for the amount of for the amount of speed that's putting in, and then I'll get back and I'll talk you through the breeding process of how we've got lapis. And what I'm going to do is, Nicholas has asked me to do lead bees and silver bees, so I'm going to quickly breed them on camera and add them to the little network here, and I should be back in a little while. Okay then, it looks like Nicholas and Rorax have sorted out the issue, so happy days. And you can't tunnel through a tunnel. Tunnel can't tunnel through a tunnel. Good to know. So yeah, a couple more speed upgrades. Not many. I don't want to use all the resources, but I had 1024 in there. I've put in 8 and up to 16 in here. So as you can see, that's not getting all full, which is good. That's not getting all full, which is good. That's obviously maybe needs a bit more in there now again, but that was all full a minute ago, and that's because that's drained down quickly, because this is now getting rid of them quicker than it getting them pushed in. And again, this one's not getting full, and after this one, I don't think we've got any upgrades in after that. So that's where the speed stops at the minute. Like I say, eventually this is going to be 1, 2, 3, 4 stacks of word interaction upgrades, 1 full stack of speed upgrades in the bottom, and then we'll work out the rest as we go for what it needs. And I may have to use them rationing pipes further up where they're hyper rationed. So that's going a bit quicker than it was, and I'll keep working on that as we get plenty. I'm only upgrading that as we've got plenty of iron and gold overrun. I don't want to use all the gold and all the iron on it, so it's only when we get extra really that I'm doing that. So getting quicker, it's all good, and eventually it'll be super speedy. And I just found a lot of gold armor and stuff in there when I was putting patterns in for that, so I banged it into the thing there to break it down into ingots. All good, all good. Right, so what we've got here is I was on a little bit earlier and I managed to, so well, in fact, let me start with this. I bred my way up to Resilient. Now Resilient is a very good bee. You make it using a robust and imperial. A robust is a rocky and a tolerant is a rocky and a diligent. So you can see all you need for this really is vanilla bees and a rocky to start on this path, and that gets us all the way up to Resilient. Resilient is really good because it can be used with 8 other bees by the look of it. Yeah, 8 other bees. So we can combine it with an ender drone to get an invincible, which I believe is silver. Tungsten, nice, okay. So not silver at all, tungsten. In fact, let's look at it this way. We have got lapis, which is combine it with the water, which is also just a mundane hard one, yeah. So Resilient and water got me the lapis speed, which has got us all that lapis, so over a full barrel already. Invincible, as you saw there, was tungsten. We have got impregnable, lustered. One of these is nickel, one of them's silver, I think. Oh, titanium, getting it all wrong. Lustered is nickel, there we go. And then back a page, we get leaden and tarnished. Okay, tarnished is tin, I think. Tarnished is tin, yeah, and leaden, of course, is lead. And I've pressed the wrong button again. And that's leaden and tin. And then we've got iron and sorry, we've got copper and iron. So what Nick needs is leaden, so we're going to use one of our resilience and an unwary. So let's have a look at what we've got in here. So we've got resilient, but I don't want to. Well, we've got 2 resilient, so that's good. Yeah, so I can use one of them. What I've actually got is I bred some extra drones up in there. So this resilient has got 4 times fertility, so each time it does a production cycle we get 4 extra drones. I kept putting resilience in there until I got the resilient species off, and I've combined that with one of these, so we can see we have got a resilient template there, which means I can turn princesses into resilience, which is nice. So let's get rid of that. Well, I'll keep that coloured one because I might end up using them. Let's get rid of that meadows and put that in there, and put that in there, and that is going to become a resilient princess. Wonderful. So all we need now is a unwary drone, which I should have some. There's one. Wonderful. And what I'm going to do before I do this is I'm going to quickly scan these and see what stats I've got. So 2 times flowers, 2 times fertility and stuff. So what I'm going to do before we do this is I'm going to give it that one. See there, ignores 90 day true, Flowers are rocks. Speed's fastest. Cave dwelling is true, which means it can be indoors. It has that regen effect, which is just a nice bonus. Humidity and temperature is both true, and it can work in the rain. So that is getting there. We've got most of the things in that now. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to give all them to this resilient as well, and I'm going to give them all to this unwary. So the things that it's missing is fertility, lifespan. I need to work on the longest lifespan. So we get that. That's one thing I've not done yet for the production bees. Longest lifespan we can get from either a relic, avenging, or a phantasmal. I'm going to go the relic path, which is prehistoric and imperial. Prehistoric is primeval, majestic. Primeval is ancient and noble, and ancient is just noble and diligent. So that again starts very nice and easy with what bees we've already got. So I should be able to get to that pretty quick. Get the longest lifespan on. So they're going to go onto the production bees because you want the longest lifespan. It doesn't take long to cycle them back once the thing finishes, but you want them to cycle back as less as possible for them to be mostly efficient as possible. It's not that important, which is why I'm not in no real rush to get it. But what we're going to have here now is, so fastest production speed. That's not really important, to be honest, but in fact most of the stuff I put on that's not that important. But what also we want on this is my other one, which has got that, which is good for breeding because it's got the shortest lifespan. In fact, I don't know why I'm doing any of this. I should do this bit again because I'm doing all this wrong. As soon as I put that in there, it's going to give me the bee with. It's going to give me a queen with the vanilla stats. So this is a waste of time. I'm sure some people will have been saying, "What are you doing, Akko?" All I needed to do was get resilient on there and unwary. I can put that in here. What we're going to get is either a leaden or a lustered. So I believe it was leaden we wanted. And it's going to give me a leaden queen with vanilla stats. So putting all that on there was just a waste of time. So let's get a leaden. And now let's look at the stats on this. So this has gone back to its usual stats there, which is going to work fine in here. So I'm going to chuck that in there. Let that become a princess and a drone. And then we can put it in there, give it the fertility and stuff, and we can get some extra ones off it, and we can start giving it better stats, and we can move it into a production. The only thing I'm producing at the minute, we've got production upgrading, so I made 8 of these. These put the power up quite considerably into this. Unfortunately, I don't think there's any way of actually reading what the power use is in this. Not that I can see. I can't see an arithmetic figure on this, but that will be producing quite significantly. The way I've changed the routing of this is the extra bees comes are a different ID, so I've had to change things around here a little bit. So what I've got in here now is the filter. I've only got the, it's not a fuzzy filter anymore, it's a specific filter. It's only got the 3 combs in that I want to send through the centrifuge here. So as you can see, we've got the dripping combs, which is the ones from the Imperials. We've got the mellows, which is the ones from the ones that do the quartz, and the lapis. And I'd actually taken off the other one. In there, I've just got the same but inverted. So what we're actually doing at the minute is we're binning the ones from this, which make us the phosphor. So now we're actually using that phosphor because that was just full and they're getting voided, so I took it out of there for now. Now we're actually using that phosphor. I shall add the combs from this bee, demonic bee, back into that. We'll start producing phosphor again. So that's good. Now we're using that. Excellent. And what I'll also add into that is whatever this gives me, which is going to be leaden combs, and leaden combs give us lead grains, which 4 lead grains can be auto crafted into lead dust, which can be smelted into lead ingots. Awesome. Right, a few things to get sorted. Back in a mo. And the first thing to sort was the lead bee, and he's happily sat. Oh shit! I've happily destroyed the lead bee. Oh, he's there. Where's the drone? Oh, I've destroyed the drone. No. I believe this drone has been destroyed. Damn it. Because I didn't have a production upgrade on that. I have let the bees go into there, which meant they got sucked into there, and the drones get into the bin. So I binned the drone. I'll be back in a bit when I've made a new leaden drone, and I made sure I put a production upgrade on that. Not production, an automation upgrade on that, so I don't destroy it. I was going to do a bit of crafting of the next level, the next survival gens in the QED there, but I just have to do that when I come back. That's actually not too bad at all. I had to use a rocky to make it into a leaden queen, but because I only need the drone, it's not like I've lost anything. All I've lost is a drone in a little bit of time, really. So I thought I'd lost a pristine queen, a pristine princess, but that's not the case. As soon as I get this back, I shall have a leaden drone again, and I can make that leaden princess that I get into something else. So that's all fine. So yeah, I'll just let that carry on. What I need to do is make sure I make the automation upgrade. Can I make that really quick? Piston, 2 redstone, bronze gear, and a frame. And the frame, I think, frame is silver and no tin. Tin, redstone, gold nuggets. Easy enough. I should be able to make one of here. One of them. And then I believe I have got a bronze gear. Excellent. Automation upgrade. Make sure, if you're setting up like I am, to get your automation upgrades in your production bees, otherwise. Now, the only reason why I've got these in, of course, is because I've not got that single fertility yet, so I get filled up with all these drones, which is why I've got drones going to the trash. Ideally, I'd like to have these so they only produce 1 drone each, and then they'd this won't be an issue, because they won't get any extra drones in there, so I wouldn't have to send drones to the trash. And that wouldn't be an issue then, because drones wouldn't be going to the trash. So never mind. We've got our first bits of. So we only got 5 lead grains from that first cycle, life cycle. So all that's going to get us really is 1 lead up to now. So it's not a massive amount, but once that's running, and of course it's chunk loaded and running all the time, of course, that's going to add up. It's and the thing with this is, the more power you get, the more you can expand this. We could just go nuts. Right, I'm going to carry on with a bit of up in the power now. I've got that kind of sorted. See, that's all draining down now, so now the next speed upgrade needs to be there again to make this keep up. Everything else, it's not really even there, but everything else is keeping up again. And there's no backlogs. I think I already told you that, though. So easy to get sidetracked. Right, what have I got in here? I've got 16 of each of them. I already made 8 of these, and I'm not actively duping stuff out of my bag, but if I go into my bag, I could just keep pulling these transfer nodes out. I pulled some out, and then I could dupe all that stuff just constantly, but I don't want to overdo it. I am taking the odd thing though. If there's something in there that I need, rather than make another one, I'm just gonna, if I want some levers, I'm gonna pull some levers out, use some levers, and then put whatever's back, and then when I go back in there it's back to 12 again, so I'm always getting levers back. I could just dupe all these energy nodes, but I don't want to. I want to actually make them. So I've set up in a crafting pattern for the I don't need to do that. Let's go into there and click on that, and I've set up the crafting pattern for these bread first. So I've got 2 there. I need another 14. So let's ask for 14 more of them, and I need to get some more redstone blocks. That's unfortunate. Okay, so what I need to do is grab some redstone, get it processing through the induction smelter so it's blocks, and I need to cut again. I apologise for the amount of cuts, but that's the next thing I want to do, and unfortunately I can't do it yet. Right then, I've got over a stack made. See how far that gets us. It'll be in there. There we go. I've got a stack and 4, so I'll sling them into the E, and we'll now ask for 14 more of them. See if we've got enough. I think we should have. 8, 16, that's 2. Yep, 54 we needed. Cool. So I can get 14 of them guys made. Turns out it's 15. Okay, that's fine. And they can go in there. And this, unfortunately, is also going to take a bit of time. because we've got 3 of them things there. This is going to craft us up 16 more of these transfer nodes. What we want to do once we've got 4 of these is, in fact, what I'll do is I'll run down to Nicholas has got a setup with this. We should probably pull these together actually. I've got one there as well. I'll have that, and I want one of them just so it doesn't keep debuffing me. Let's put it in there. I've only got space there for it. Yep, that's okay. Where did I pull them off? I took something apart earlier. Oh, I know what it was. It was a charcoal barrel I took apart when I brought it over here. So let's put them back onto there while we're waiting. That, and that. So the lead beat is up and running again, which is good. There we go. That'll go to 256 stacks now. Yeah, cool. Lead B is up and running again, and we haven't got any more stuff out of it yet, but it's up and running. There we go. Nothing's backed up. Looking for somewhere to put it. I suppose I need speed upgrades in this at some point when it starts getting backed up proper, but it's not getting backed up proper yet, so that's okay. Let's chuck some more sand and redstone into there, and as long as we've got at least 4 of these, and we have, cool, we can run down here because Nicholas has got a QED. So we've both got a QED because there was one at the Nemgo village and there was one in my village. It's a little bit counterproductive having 2, but we made them at different times. Now let's swap that for that. Get a debuff on me. So holding the bedrockium gives you a debuff. There we go. So 4 transfer nodes around your bedrockium gets you your hyper energy node, and then survivalist gens. So that's 1 stack of that steel plate I made. Went into this. We'll make the next ones of these in a minute. I have to go back to my village to make these though, because my cobble, my actual cobble gen for producing cobble is still there. But there we go. There is another 320 hour for tick onto the power tree. So if we jump down through the bulkhead and down here, we can start on row 2. There we go. Plank. And then what we should have in here is all that steel should be done. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yeah, that sounds all done to me. So the chisel making stuff though, is that just refilling that back up? What are you filling up, guy? Yeah. I don't get what's it doing. It's not doing now, is it? It's constantly doing it. Oh, it's just. Well, where's that going? That's full. So okay, it's filling that back up in it. So eventually this will all be full of auto, because every time the terror goes out, it's a bit more space so it can keep cooking. Okay, I'll get my head around stuff. I got our awesome free lead ingot from the bee there out of the smelter. Awesome. Into there with you, and then into here with you. We'll go make another stack of them in a minute. And we'll need 2 stacks of redstone. So 1, 2, and then we need to do a lot of cobble. Put some more of that in there. That's happily working away. And how are we doing in there? Oops, not in there. In there. We're getting there. We are getting there. So now, if I jump back to the village, oops, I pinched. Pinched the lava tank. I think Nicholas might have thrown it at me. So Nicholas has set up the phosphate like I mentioned, and what I suppose I could do now is make some lava gens as well. So the lava generator uses a steel block in the middle and gold plates, but that whereas a big survivalist one does 320 hour for tick, I think that one does 3640 hour for tick, which could be significant for when the power's low. I probably will. Oh, my voice is going. I probably will work towards that as well. So what we need from here is our cobble gen. That's just making cobble for Goose's cobble, which is of course down here still. I need to get all this across to the boat as well. So I'm going to want 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 stacks of that. And what we want to do first is make a stack of furnaces, and then furnaces with redstone either side, our steel plates above, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 gets us our 5 lots of our 64 generators. Then we want 8 transfer nodes in the middle, so now back to the boat again. Most of my stuff now, I mean my magic stuff's staying here, that was a plan anyway. Meant to be like a little magic village. Even though the automated farmcraft stuff's coming here. I'm going to have to clear my throat again, aren't I? Sorry. So if we've got enough of these, we have wonderful. We have got 10 there, so that gets us 8 of them. So now we need to get another 2 of them, make another hypernode. So grab one of them, put it in there, wait for 2 of them, and then I can add another one on. So as you can see, the power's going up slowly and surely. The power is getting there. Right, I think I'm going to wrap up the episode there. So a bit of a short one, a little bit all over the place. I will, once I've got this kind of settled where I want to be, I guess next episode I need to get a sub-network, ME sub-network on here to get the actual resources coming from this into there. And I think I've got enough. In fact, yeah, let's do it. Let's do it. Let's use 6 of these. Let's use 6 of these and get ourselves a bedrockium drum. 65 million. Wonderful. Nicholas logged off too quick, so I didn't have a chance to say goodbye to him. And that's going to go there. That's going to go there. Cool. So we have got a little bit of extra mob essence there. As you can see now, because that's an empty drum, that's just going to stay on all the time now until that's filled up, which is probably going to be a few days, I'd guess. So we're starting to fill that up. That's good. Right. Thank you as always for watching. I do apologise if I am a little bit negative, but it's the dodgy update did kind of demotivate me a little bit. I'm a little bit all over the place with my plan. I've not really got any set plan at the minute, have I? And because we're doing the shared ore processing and stuff, there's certain things that I'm not touching, like I have not touched Greg Tech at all. But yeah, I hope you're enjoying it still, and I hope I see you next time. Cheers. Bye.